With all the changes going on with the federal government, more than ever, federal employees are asking, is now the right time to retire? Today, we're going to talk about four things, four signs that maybe it's time for you to hang it up, to go into this new phase of life. Let's talk about number one. There are times in life where trading some time for some money is an excellent trade. When you're 30 years old, you got a young family, you need the money, it's an excellent trade to go to work, get that paycheck, take care of your family. However, as you age, as you build up your retirement savings, as you pay down debt, as this stuff happens, as this family leaves the house, the trade starts to change. Where at some point, trading more time for money is no longer a good deal. You're giving up time, potentially healthy, good retirement time, for more money, which you may or may not actually use. You've got to make that call of when that trade stops making sense, but at some point, that is the trade that you have to stop making. At some point, you say it's not worth it. The time I'd get in retirement is worth more than a little bit more money in my TSP. That's number one. Number two, there comes a point, especially with stressful jobs, that just continuing the job itself has health ramifications. Stress can legitimately end your life or certainly shorten it. Do you have symptoms from the stressful job that you have? Do you have the Sunday doom and gloom? Is there some things about your job that is causing your health to suffer and therefore potentially impacting you for the rest of your life and in your, of course, retirement? If that's the case, again, that's another reason that put more emphasis on the time being more valuable for the money, because the cost is even higher if it impacts your health as well. Number three, are there relationships that you aren't able to invest in, whether your kids are getting married, having kids, grandkids, maybe you're not able to live by them because of your job, whatever it is? Are there relationships that you can't invest in the way that you'd like because of this job? Because at the end of the day, I don't know about you, but I don't know anyone that's 90 years old looking back to say, oh man, I wish I would have worked another year, get that TSP a little bit bigger, or get that bonus, or do that. We don't hear that very often. But there are many times where you hear, man, I wish I was able to live closer to the grandkids, spend more time with them. I wish I developed this relationship a little bit more. Those are the things that are much, much harder to replace than having, again, a little bit more money in your TSP. Last but not least, we've got to understand something really, really clear. Let's say you retire at 60 years old, and let's say you pass away at 90. Again, we don't know this for sure, but let's say that gives you 30 years. However, if you know you're going to be retired for 30 years, is every one of those 30 years created equal? No, not even close. There's some years that are going to be the go-go years. Those years you're going to have more health, more energy, more desire to get out and do things potentially. And maybe some of the later years are going to be more health issues. You'll be maybe slower getting around, whatever it may be. So if you are 60 and you say, should I work an additional year? You're not just giving up any year of your retirement, you're giving up one of your go-go years, one of the most healthy years that you have. Again, going back to the trade, is the time you'd give up by working worth the additional money? As you age, the cost for that time goes up and up and up and up, and the value of the money goes down and down and down. Now, I'm not saying having a great financial plan for retirement is not important. Obviously, we got to have enough money for you to retire the way that you want, but we're talking about trades here. The only way to maximize, let's say, your federal pension is to keep working until you die, because the more years of service you have, the bigger your pension would be. The true way to maximize your money, your pension, everything, is to line up your money with your life. Money, at least for me, I can't speak for you, but money, whenever that becomes the goal, things get out of whack. If money, though, is positioned to support and help you live the life that you want and your loved ones to live the lives that they want, if that's what the money is there for, then things work. And if we get, again, things flipped on their head where you're moving your entire life around for the money piece and you're giving up things that you actually care about in that trade, maybe not worth it. So here are some things to think about. Again, you've got to make the call for you on what this means for you. When to hang it up. Because if you're 40 years old, maybe it's not doable. I don't know. You've got to look at your situation. There's lots of trades that we make every single day. And hopefully this video, my main goal is just think about those trades. Is it still worth doing? A trade that was worth doing 10 years ago maybe isn't worth doing today. Food for thought. I hope that's helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video.